Hello and welcome to this tutorial. I will be demonstrating the installation of ETS2 LA. First, you will obviously want to download the installer. I will leave a link to the install page in the description. For now, I'm going to download it directly from the branch, since the new installer is not yet fully released. You should make a new folder for the installer. I'm making it in the root of my drive for ease of access. You can now run the installer.bat file. It'll install Git, Python, and then finally run the app. Once the installer has actually started, please select the stable version. In the near future, the theme selector will be removed. For now, please select dark. To run the app, either use the run.bat file or the start menu shortcut we created for you. There's one more install step. This is for all the individual plugins. Please be patient since this will take a while. Now you'll want to open the first time setup. Select navigation detection. Depending on your input method, please select it here. Now you can bind your axes and keys. Now select your monitor, click Next, and we'll set up the SDK. If your game location is already shown here, please click the Install button. If it's not, then please select the folder manually and do the same. Now we'll want to set up the navigation detection. Please select version 3. And then open the Setup tab. Load into the game, pause it with F1. Make sure you zoom in the minimap with F5. And then place the corners and the middle like this. You can zoom in by dragging the image. Finish the setup. Press enable. If it doesn't show you this preview, then please press F5 to reload the app. Now make sure that your plugins are as I have them. The control menu has a button to temporarily allow steering while the game is paused. This is set to the M key on your keyboard by default. You will need this to bind the steering in-game. Make sure that you have the Xbox 360 controller as your number one controller. You should also have no other controller selected. Now make sure that the controller type is set to wheel. You should now bind the steering axis. You can use the previously mentioned M key to allow the app to move the axis while the game is paused. You can now bind your own controller keys. If you don't use a controller, then make sure that you have unbound the steering keys A and D in the Keys and Buttons menu. The setup is now complete and you can start driving. Enable and disable the app with the button or key you set before. Here we can see that the green line is maxed out in the preview. This means that the app is not allowed to steer as much as it would like. This can be fixed by going to the default steering settings and changing the maximum control value. We can also tune the smoothness and sensitivity values to eliminate much of the sway. This will also be less or more depending on your monitor resolution. And that's it. Remember that if you have any issues, you can write it in the comments or preferably join the Discord server.